Hello folks, Scott with Dallas Paint Correction and Auto Detailing here in Dallas, Texas. Hopefully it's not too windy. Oh, my little bucket's moving around. Let me get you in a better spot, guys, so you don't move around so much. Hold on, bear with me, so sorry. Okay, hopefully it's not too windy. I think it probably is, but I'll do my best to make this quick. A lot of people are asking me, I use Citrol. It's the liquid form, it's the dilutable form. You buy it by the gallon. They wanted to know, Scott, I can't find it by the gallon without ordering it online, but my local Napa or one of my parts stores has it in an aerosol. So I'm going to try to, I've used the aerosol. To be honest with you, I've never used it to remove glue residue from the back of a badge. So I'm going to take the opportunity to take this badge off quickly, hit it with my 3M eraser wheel, and then use the Citrol in a can as aerosol form and see how well it does with removing adhesives, glue residue and stuff. So what I'm going to do is remove this badge right now. I'm going to make a video in the future on how I remove badges, emblems from cars without heating them, without getting them hot, whether with a steamer or with a heat gun. I just want to get this thing off the car. That's really the main objective here. I understand why some of us heat it up, and that's cool. We kind of want to, you know, begin to get that double-sided tape kind of gooey, easy to get through it. Well, I've learned something over the years with removing emblems off of cars, and I'll expose the biggest part of my secret at another time, but I will kind of give you a hint. Right now, this panel is completely cold to the touch. It's not heated. I didn't heat it with a heat gun or a steam. I just want to remove this emblem. What's in my hands, not the gloves, I just like these little rubber gloves. What's in my hand is some fishing line. This is probably the biggest part of the secret, is what fishing line do you use? Well, I have used probably 30 different types of brands of fishing line. I found the one that does amazingly well, but I'm going to save it for a video at another time. But all I want to do is get in here and just simply take off this emblem. I don't have time to heat it. I don't have time to use a steamer. I just want to get it off the car. So I'm going to do it, get it done with quickly so I can get the double-sided tape off and then try. If you notice, as I use this stuff, it doesn't break. It's one of my biggest secrets when it comes to debadging cars. It doesn't really break all that often. It also doesn't scratch the paint. This particular fishing line happens to be coated with something. Man, I'm getting really close to giving up my secret, but there's more to it than that, and I'll get to it in the future. But as you saw, I got it off. Now I got to get the double-sided tape off, right? So I'm going to do that with my 3M eraser wheel. Just bear with me. So there you go, the badge is removed, the double-sided tape is removed. Excuse me here for a second. All I want to do is remove this crap off the panel, all that double-sided tape, get that out of the way. Now, what I have left, that was pretty quick with removing a badge, huh? I have not scratched the paint, I haven't marred the paint, I haven't done anything to the paint, except for the fact that I've got some ghosting, I've got some yellowing. I did a video not too long ago about how the longer a badge or vinyl or glue is stuck on white paint, you'll see it more often, it will start to turn yellow. This particular yellowing here, even though this truck is pretty old, I think it will come out with wet sanding. It's just, I've just been doing it a long time, I can see it. Sometimes it's really darker yellow and it's all the way through the clear coat. But let me just clean off this surface, because what I have here now is it's sticky. I can feel there's a difference between the double-sided tape, the glue, and then the glue residue is completely different. When you're using a 3M eraser wheel to remove double-sided tape or using it to remove vinyl, what's great about the 3M eraser wheel, it will not only take the double-sided tape off the car and the vinyl, if that's what you happen to be doing, but it takes probably about 95% of the glue with it as well. But what's left over is the glue residue. You'll feel this sticky stuff. This is where people get Goo Gone or isopropyl alcohol and rub it forever. And that's fine, that's cool, no judgment by me, you'll eventually get it. But I wanted to try Citrol in an aerosol can just to see how it did. And what I'm gonna do is just clean this panel off real quick so I have a clean surface before I use the Citrol. I will take a little microfiber, just clean off the area, make sure there's no debris from the eraser wheel. And if I touch this, yes, it's still sticky. I can feel the residue all over the place. It's got to come off. So now what I'm going to do is use my Citrol in an aerosol can and try to kind of try it out, see what it does. I've used it to degrease engines, degrease tractors, because I do a lot of undercarriage cleaning. Works really well to get rid of grease and grime off of stuff, but I know it works great as a glue or adhesive remover, so I'm very interested how it works in this particular situation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray it directly onto the area. Oh boy. Okay, so it's on there. I sprayed it on there. It's a little runny, that's fine. Now I'm going to go in with my microfiber towel and just go over that area. Holy crap, I am very, very impressed. It took the glue residue. Well, I say that. It did about 95%. There's a little area here that's still there. Let me hit it again. This is a nice alternative to like 3M adhesive remover that's like $15, $20, $25 a can. Let me hit it again. It's a little foamy, kind of like a foam type of cleaner, which is kind of nice. It's clinging to the area to the best of its ability. Then I'll go in there and just take the rest of that off, and it is actually taking all the glue residue right off that panel, just as quick as rapid remover. It's in an aerosol. I don't like the fact I can't dilute it like I can with the liquid form, but this is very impressive with being able to remove the glue residue after you remove adhesives. So hopefully that answers that question for one of my subscribers. He said, Scott, I can get it in the aerosol can. I can't get it in the liquid unless I order it online. Do you think it will work great with getting the glue residue off when I debadge vehicles? Well, it's very impressive. Works just as fast as rapid remover with glue residue. It is in a can, you can't dilute it, but that's kind of cool. As I get older, I like pressing a little button, just getting to the punch, right? But this is amazing. No glue residue on this panel whatsoever. I also don't see any scratching or marring from not heating the emblem first before removing it. It's just great, but I'm going to make a video in the future how I remove about 4 or 5 emblems off a car without using the 3M eraser wheel. I just want to get the emblems off the car, and then I go all the way around the car with my 3M eraser wheel. I can remove the emblems off new cars, old cars, it doesn't matter, within, I don't know, 4 or 5 emblems within 2 minutes, and then do my 3M eraser wheel, then hit it with my Citrol to remove the glue residue, and whammo, might have to polish and compound because I might have some ghosting or mirroring effect with the emblems depending on how old the car is, but that's how I do it. But I just wanted to share Citrol in action with glue residue, just as impressive as the liquid form. It is in a can form, can't dilute it, but it works great. There is no glue residue anywhere on this panel. I love it. Hopefully that helps you out. Appreciate it, guys. Until next time, love one another.